Good morning, class. Today we'll be doing Lab 1, which is learning to tie the tourniquet. So the theory behind that: a tourniquet is a device that is applied or tied around a patient's arm prior to venipuncture in order to restrict blood flow. The tourniquet causes a vein to swell, which makes the vein easily accessible for blood drawing. It's important when using a tourniquet to not leave the band on for more than 1 minute. The tourniquet can become painful to your patient as well as lead to hemoconcentration. As indicated by phlebotomy, hemoconcentration is the decrease of plasma, which results in an increase of red blood cells. Tourniquets, and most are available. Hemoconcentration can cause inaccuracy in blood weight. So the reagents and equipment that we would need is the tourniquet, a patient's arm, phlebotomy, model arm, and gloves. And this is the procedure. First thing is to wash hands thoroughly and put on a pair of disposable gloves. Ask patient to sit with arms in a flat position. Look at both arms on your patient to determine which arm will have the best vein. One arm may provide more accessible veins than the other. Tie the tourniquet 3 to 4 inches above the intended stick site. After locating a good vein, ask your patient to make a fist. Observe your patient's skin for an enlarged blue vein. Touch the vein to ensure that the vein springs back like a rubber band. If the vein doesn't spring, locate another vein for use. Once you locate an acceptable puncture site. So class, here now we're going to do a visual of what a tourniquet actually looks like. So if you view it, it's actually stretchable. And then we have another one which doesn't stretch as much, but you have to use a Velcro. So the Velcro is what keeps it in place. So in locating the vein, class, we use the tourniquet. So we want to have an emphasis now on the actual vein. Remember, we were taught in theory that there are 3 main veins that we can use in the arm. So the 3 are the median cubital, median meaning middle. So that is the first choice. The second choice is the cephalic. And the third choice would be the basilic. Now, in order to remember, I taught you that B for B. So B for basilic, and it's in line with the baby finger. And then the opposite will be the cephalic, which is in line with the thumb. So once again, class, the median is found in the middle. The baby finger aligns with the basilic. And the cephalic, which is the opposite side, lines up with the thumb. So class, we're now going to go into the tourniquet application according to the book, which is found in chapter 8, page 241. It begins. So step 1, it says to place the tourniquet around the arm 3 to 4 inches above the intended venipuncture site. Grasp one side of the tourniquet in each hand a few inches from the end. Apply a small amount of tension and maintain it throughout the process. Bring the two sides together and grasp them both between thumb and forefinger of the right hand. Reach over the right hand and grasp the right side of the tourniquet between the thumb and forefinger of the left hand and release it from the grip of the right hand. Cross the left end over the right and near the left index finger, grasping both sides together between the thumb and forefinger of the left hand, close to the patient's arm. While securely grasping both sides, use either the left middle finger or the right index finger to tuck a portion of the left side under the right side and pull it into a loop. A properly tied tourniquet with the ends pointing towards the shoulder. So the very first thing indicated to us was to find the area 3 to 4 inches above the actual site where you're going to do the venipuncture. So I have a method where I use my index finger, and that's an approximation of 3 inches. So if you put it beside, then it indicates. So actually here is where we're going to tie the tourniquet. So we want to emphasize that we pull on one of them. One is actually longer than the other. So as you can see, one is short and one is long. So you make an X, whichever one is you're stronger at. So you will pull and you have to tuck. So the reason for we tucking from above is we do not want the tourniquet at all to be in the site of where you're doing the venipuncture. And also, it's easy for us after the minute has passed to remove the tourniquet. So, as I showed you earlier, there were 2 types of tourniquet. So that one is to use that, and we have the other one with the Velcro. So Kathleen is now going to show us how it's done with the Velcro. So as you see, she still pulled it a bit, and you still now are able to see that the tourniquet in either method makes the vein more prominent for us to do the actual venipuncture procedure. So class, now we're going to have an actual demonstration with Kathleen's hand. So we're going to, the very first thing is we're going to do the 3 to 4 inches. So either here or there. Okay. So we have a visual as to where. And we ask the patient to make a fist, and clearly her median or the middle vein is prominent. So that's the vein that we're going to choose to do the venipuncture.